You know, many of us in the Tea Party have had dealings with Charles Schumer and Michael R. Curry. Both of them need to be replaced. They pretend to work for the citizens, but instead they set up a series of photo ops. So the media makes it look like they're doing a lot for their state and for the district. We are working on getting more candidates to come to our next rally, which will be October 23rd. So keep posted. I have some bad news for you. Some of you may have already heard this. Those of you who live over in Delaware County and in parts of Otsego County are represented by, well, I said represented loosely, by Congressman Scott Murphy. How many of you heard that the NRA the other day endorsed him? A liberal. Can you believe this? The NRA, the same one who was going to endorse Harry Reid until people threatened to tear up their NRA cards, and still have not endorsed his opponent, Sharon Engel, just the other day announced that they're endorsing Congressman Scott Murphy, a liberal. He's not even a blue dog Democrat. Over a veteran, conservative, Chris Gibson. Scott Murphy doesn't even own a gun, and he's being endorsed by the NRA. Chris Gibson received the highest rating by the NRA, but yet they did not endorse him. I don't understand it, do you? People, let me tell you what you need to do. If you are an NRA member, please email, get on the phone, write them, get after them, so they can rescind this endorsement. This is a slap in the face to a military veteran, a conservative man, Chris Gibson, who is running against a liberal, Scott Murphy. Please, put the pressure on them. Tell them you're going to rip up your card. Do it and send it to them. They'll get the message. I don't know what's going on in the leadership of NRA lately, and I don't understand the endorsements that they're giving. So let them know our outrage. We are taking more orders for the Norwich Tea Party shirts. I'm wearing one today. They are $12 a piece unless you want a larger, really large size, like an XX large or bigger. I have a sign-up sheet over there if you would like to. We will be ordering them, and I should have them for our next rally, which is just 3 weeks from today on the 23rd. You know, are you outraged as much as I am?
Yes.
Yes. The Democrats went home without renewing the Bush tax cuts and other tax cuts. They're leaving it for a lame duck session. That sounds pretty lame to me. You know, they didn't have time to deal with this because they had to go home and try to get elected again. But boy, they had time. They had Stephen Colbert do his silly commentary about farm workers and waste about $150,000 of our money just standing there doing a comedy bit. They had time for that, but they don't have time to extend tax cuts for the American people. Well, you know what? We need to remember that when we go into the ballot box on November 2nd. We don't have time for them either. Our first speaker is here. I don't know if he's out of the car yet, or if he might be over there.
Over here?
There he is. There's Jay. Those of us who have dealings with Charles Schumer know how liberal he is and how difficult he is to deal with. He has voted yes on every major piece of legislation that we opposed. He is very inaccessible. He does not always answer his phones or even have his offices open. However, if there's a photo op, he's always right there, and don't get between him and a camera, you might not live. He's always there for every ribbon cutting. But he does not care about the American people and what they really want or need. He has spoken out in very nasty and derogatory terms against the Tea Party movement. He has called us names that I will not repeat. He has always stated his true feelings about the irrelevance of the Constitution in his mind. Well, we think he's pretty irrelevant too. I am very impressed with the platform of Jay Townsend. It is a conservative platform that aligns with the Tea Party Patriots' core principles. Jay's career in politics began back in the 1970s as a graduate student at Cornell University. He was awarded a fellowship by the New York State Senate Finance Committee and helped formulate political strategies for the committee during the New York City fiscal crisis. I remember that time. Later, he served as a legislative assistant in the U.S. Senate. He managed his first statewide political campaign back in 1980. And he served as a senior associate and partner in a political consulting firm before forming his own Townsend Group in the early 1990s. Since 1982, he has worked in more than 300 different campaigns in over 25 different states. He has worked in 4 presidential campaigns, as well as the U.S. Senate, gubernatorial and congressional races, as well as others. Jay Townsend has served as a consultant to several initiative and referendum campaigns. He is a lecturer in politics and political warfare at various colleges and universities. He resides with his wife Rebecca and sons in Cornwall on the Hudson in New York. We need to help him in his campaign so he can be our next U.S. Senator from New York.